Come on guys, let's do this. What a great story. Jesus' disciples caught arguing, rift among the rabbi's rabble. I'm so going to win the Gallitzer Prize for journalism this year. Best expose ever. After 2 years of unparalleled success, is everything about to unravel for the tightly knit crew that call themselves the followers of Jesus? Yesterday, as they passed along this quiet Galilean backstreet, the disciples were heard arguing and fighting with one another. I spoke with 2 witnesses of the carnage on the Capernaum road to find out what happened.
What happened? Well, we were working in the field. Harvest isn't far off now, you know. And then we heard him. A whole group of men having a right old barney.
What were they arguing about?
Well, they seemed to be trying to prove that they were the greatest. One of them was saying how he was the first to follow Jesus. And another of them was claiming that because Jesus had called him a rock, that he must be the goat, whatever that is. Goat, Dad. Come on. Greatest of all time. Anyway, another one chirps in, you know, Jesus called you the rock, but he called us the sons of thunder. And when the thunder roars, even the rocks shake.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. And then there was one who said, like, I'm the MVD, actually.
MVD, son? What's that?
Come on, Dad. Most valuable disciple. Anyway, he said he was the MVD because he'd been up the mountain with Jesus when he saw him being transfigurated or something. Come on, son. Transfigured. But that seemed to start a bit of a ruckus among them. They all got a bit garbled.
Garbled?
All of them speaking at once and all. But I did hear one chap say that he was the greatest because he'd introduced more of his friends to Jesus than the rest of them put together. Sounds pretty awful. You'd expect better from the followers of Jesus, wouldn't you? Well, quite. We had been meaning to go and see Jesus, hadn't we, Dad? You know, go and see what all the fuss is all about. But we're not sure about that now.
Well, to find out more, we went down to the house that Jesus and his followers call home here in Capernaum to see what they had to say about this unsavoury scene. Had they been fighting among themselves? Was Jesus the referee? And who won? Who is the greatest disciple?
The greatest disciple? No, don't worry about that anymore. But yes, we did get into a bit of a fight yesterday. I think some of us were on edge because we'd failed to heal a lad. Jesus had to do it himself in the end. But that were no excuse for arguing amongst ourselves about who was the best.
What did Jesus do about
At the time, nothing. But when we got to the house here in Capernaum, he asked us what we'd been arguing about, which was super awkward. Nobody wanted to say anything. But he must have known, because he started telling us that if we wanted to be number one, then we ought to try and take last place. That we should serve other people rather than expecting other people to serve us. Well, I was looking around the gang at that point, wondering what it would be like to wash Simon Peter's feet. Smelly, but I suppose I could stoop that low. But I think Jesus wanted us to look beyond our little group, because he asked one of the children who was with us to stand in the middle of us, and then he took him in his arms, and he said, whoever welcomes one of these little children welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. That's pretty deep stuff. What do you think he meant? Well, I'm still trying to get my head around it. We're so used to thinking that success, popularity, prizes, money, and all that stuff is what makes us great. But Jesus flipped it. If you want to be first, you must be the very last. So if we want a gold medal from God, we should try to come last. That would certainly mean a lot less training. No, I don't think it means that we just laze about and stop using the gifts that God has given us. It's more that we start doing the things that are important to God, like serving those around us. And not just the people our age, or the people like us, or the people we like, but everyone, right down to the littlest and most vulnerable person we know.
So there you have it. The rift has been mended and things have been patched up. The disciples are no longer worried about being the greatest, but are going to try and serve the people around them. Jesus continues to surprise people, even his own followers, with his teaching. But he does make you wonder whether the world would be a better place if we all lived according to his principles. This has been Jacob Scracker with a special report from Galilee.
And cut. That's the rap, mate. But no Galitza.
No, but if Jesus is right, maybe winning prizes and being number one isn't what life is about after all, eh?